Hello, my friends, and welcome to 5 for the Future for this week, the week of April 15th. Let's jump into the 5 topics that stood out to me recently as signals of change that could impact your small business. I'll summarize the stories and share why you should care. Here are our 5 topics for this week. Saudi Arabia, big tech antitrust, manufacturing in China, 4-day work week, and mergers and acquisitions. The 4-day work week. This topic keeps coming up in the news, both from politicians like Bernie Sanders, who wants to make a 32-hour week the law, and from CEOs who agree that AI might make a shorter week actually possible. A nonprofit organization called 4-Day Week Global is also advocating for a 4-day week across the globe, backed by actual studies showing how firms were just as productive and profitable with a 4-day work week while employees felt less burnout and more job satisfaction. Even manufacturing firms are finding that offering some flexibility in scheduling can help you recruit and retain employees and maintain just as much manufacturing productivity as with the more traditional hours. So what does this mean for you and your small business? Well, even if you run a production line, it's worth your while to consider offering some flexibility in schedules. And maybe, possibly even 4-day work weeks. Although, a word to the wise, once you offer a benefit like this, even if you call it an experiment, I don't think you'll be able to go back to your previous 5 days a week norm. So make sure you're prepared for what you want to offer. But do know that the data shows that taking it easier one day of the week can supercharge performance on other days, plus mitigate the cost of worker burnout and turnover. The reality is that there is a lot of downtime built into our regular schedules. So if you think your team will step up their work 4 days a week in exchange for 1 day off, then give it some consideration. And what might the future look like with a 4-day work week? Imagine a future where we all work 4 days a week and all of our weekends are 3-day weekends. One hedge fund giant has already said he's investing in golf courses as he expects that as we all add that extra day off, we'll fill it with leisure activities like golf. So imagine your future as a participant or even an investor in some long-term weekend leisure activities. And imagine a future with loyal employees who are super productive 4 days a week in exchange for that 3-day weekend. Struggling to see it? Be warned, if other small businesses in your area start offering a 4-day work week, it's going to get a whole lot harder for you to recruit or even retain employees. And that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. I hope these 5 topics and my take on them get you thinking about how these signals of change could ultimately impact your small business. Join me again in 2 weeks, and thanks for being here today.